Yeah, my take is that that medieval area in the Vaal, where I come from, deserve the statue of H.F. Verwoerd. They deserve it because it is that area is deep in the Middle Ages, and the people are being evicted mercilessly by people with motives of money, changing hands and so on, and the only renaissance that comes with freedom of this country that is experienced in that medieval area is it has become a commercial hub of sorts, and you find some shady characters even from the ruling party who are having shares in businesses there, and poor people are just the easy meat, So it shows that within South Africa itself, within Gauteng, there is an enclave of a Bantustan, apartheid Bantustan, just like in Orania. How do you negotiate to take the country back, and you have pockets of land like Orania, that Afrikaner people are there representing the very bastion of what apartheid stood for, and you have the leader of the country going to visit the wife of a former Nazi prime minister over a cup of tea, and you have the Honorable Julius Malema also going there to party, have a dry place with Boer kids and beer, and they, I suppose, come to him and say, Julius, can you help us get more boere into this Orania? And he says, well, I think I can do something about it. Only to find that he really has a plan. He comes back to Gauteng and to see him kill the farmer, kill the Boer, so that the Boers could go back to Orania, to a sanctuary, and they don't have to be truck loaded there. They can go there on their own. Nobody has to push and shove them. They have to go there and settle there on their own, because it is very clear that in other areas of South Africa, they have a date with the Night of the Long Knives, as Malema. So it's a deal. It's a deal to get this Malema song is just a deal to get the Afrikaners into Orania. And in Gauteng, I think it is a deal to get them into that medieval spot in Merton, where they have the statue of H.F. Verwoerd. I think we should all be safe. So there you are, Oblur, the whole fallacy of negotiations here. I mean, it has been a fallacy. If you have spots like that, as the MidiaeVaal in near Everton, my hometown, and you think you've negotiated yourself out of apartheid, you have missed the point. And it is very clear that the big honchos of the ruling party are part of the MidiaeVaal sport. And in the meanwhile, they are pretending they never knew what was happening all along. And they're part of that apartheid bastion right 30 kilometers out of Johannesburg. And that's where apartheid is living, kicking, and kicking some more. So there you are. So cheek by jowl, you have MidiaeVaal with Johannesburg, the most richest city in Africa. Cheek by jowl, you have an apartheid spot. You have a cousin of Orania, right in Gauteng. And now it is a political football for the local elections campaigns. We are not fooled. this is part of the grand strategy, the whole total strategy of keeping apartheid alive. Who knows, maybe this was negotiated at Kempton Park, that you will have little pockets of homelands, you know, planted under our noses in these areas, in these urban areas. So there you are, you have apartheid sport right here in our backyard. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a grand plan. The poor are under the jackboot of the ruling party and the DA, who have ganged against them in the MidiaeVaal. In a place that is named Middle Ages, for that matter, and it is very much acceptable in South Africa. So we say to the ruling party and the DA, viva HF Verwoerd, viva, because